Have you ever wondered why some older people seem full of energy even as they age, while others face health problems that take away their vitality? I used to think it was just luck or genetics until I had a meaningful conversation with Dr. Emma Harris, a geriatric specialist with over 30 years of experience. She helped me understand that small, simple habits can lead to a longer, healthier life, and they only take a few minutes each day. Today, I'm sharing 5 daily practices that can improve your health and add years to your life. Stick with me until the end. You won't believe how easy and powerful these steps are. Before we start, please like this video to help me share this important message. If you haven't subscribed yet, I suggest you do so and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. If you like this video, comment 1. If not, comment 0 to help me improve. Let's get started. First, clean your tongue, a simple habit with big benefits. You might not think much about your tongue, but it plays a key role in your health. It's not just there for tasting food or speaking. It can affect your overall well-being. Dr. Stephen Harris, a dentist with years of experience, pointed out that while we're careful to brush our teeth and use mouthwash, we often forget to clean our tongues, which is actually a big mistake. Your tongue is covered in tiny bumps, and it's home to over 700 types of bacteria, some good, some bad. When bad bacteria build up, they form a coating on your tongue, which can dull your sense of taste and cause bad breath. Worse, those bacteria can enter your bloodstream, leading to inflammation and possibly contributing to serious health problems like heart disease, diabetes, and even memory issues. The good news is that cleaning your tongue is easy, cheap, and only takes a few minutes. You can use a tongue scraper or the back of your toothbrush. Here's how. After brushing your teeth in the morning, gently scrape your tongue from the back to the front. Do this 3 or 4 times, rinsing the scraper or toothbrush between passes. Finish with a quick rinse of water or mouthwash. Repeat this at night before bed for a full routine. Let me share a story about my friend Linda, who is 67. She never cleaned her tongue before, but after learning about the benefits, she decided to try it. She bought a stainless steel tongue scraper and used it every day. Within a week, her breath was fresher, and her food started tasting better. By week 3, she felt more energetic and clear-headed. She couldn't believe how much better she felt. This small habit has a big impact. Fresh breath boosts your confidence. Better taste makes eating enjoyable, and reducing inflammation gives your heart, brain, and immune system a break. All this from just 3 minutes a day. So why not start tomorrow? Get a tongue scraper, they're cheap and last a long time, or use your toothbrush. Keep it by your sink as a reminder. It may not be glamorous, but it's easy and effective. Your tongue and your health deserve it. If you're still watching this video, let me know by commenting 1 below. Thank you for your valuable time. 2. Pamper your feet, the foundation of a strong life. Next, let's turn our attention to your feet. Those tireless, often overlooked champions that carry you through every step of your journey. Dr. Emily Harris, a seasoned podiatrist with over 2 decades of experience, likens them to the foundation of a house. If you neglect them, the entire structure above your mobility, your posture, your overall well-being begins to falter. It's a comparison that hits home as we age when circulation naturally slows, and the smallest oversights can snowball into serious trouble. Damp toes left unchecked, calluses ignored, or nails improperly. Trimmed might seem trivial, but they can open the door to fungal infections, painful sores, or mobility challenges for those with diabetes. The stakes are even higher. Poor foot care can lead to ulcers, or in extreme cases, amputations. And yet, how often do we dismiss them with a cursory rinse in the shower, assuming that's enough? The truth is, your feet deserve more than a passing glance. They need an intentional nurturing ritual to keep them strong and healthy. Here's how to do it right. Set aside a quiet moment each day. Perhaps in the evening when you're winding down, fill a basin with warm, not hot water. Just enough to cover your ankles, and gather a soft washcloth, a gentle fragrance-free soap, and a plush towel. If you are feeling indulgent, toss in a few drops of lavender or eucalyptus essential oil for a soothing scent, though that's optional. Sit comfortably, maybe with a cup of tea or some soft music playing, and let your feet soak for a minute or 2 to soften the skin. Then take the washcloth and lovingly wash every part of your feet. The tops, the saws, the heels, and crucially between each toe. Where moisture loves to linger and trouble can brew, rinse off the soap, then dry them meticulously with a towel, paying extra attention to those crevices. Finish with a light layer of moisturizer. Something simple like shea butter or a diabetic-friendly cream to keep the skin supple, but avoid slathering it between the toes where excess moisture could invite fungi. This routine isn't just about hygiene, it's an investment in your independence. Take Thomas, a 73-year-old retiree from down the street, as an example. For years, he paid little mind to his feet, shrugging off the occasional itch or dry patch as no big deal. Then came the fungal infection, stubborn, unsightly, and increasingly painful. It crept up between his toes, a result of dampness he'd never bothered to address, and soon he was hobbling more than walking. His doctor prescribed a cream, but Thomas decided to commit to this 5-minute daily ritual that turned things around. Within weeks, the infection cleared up and he noticed something unexpected. His balance improved. The simple act of caring for his feet, massaging them, stretching them, keeping them healthy, rebuilt his confidence. I didn't realize how much my feet were holding me back. He told me one afternoon, beaming as he tossed a ball for his golden retriever Max on their daily walk. That small habit gave him back the freedom to enjoy his routines, his pet, and his life. Your feet aren't just utilitarian. They're the unsung heroes of your stability and strength. Healthy feet mean fewer trips and stumbles, a steadier gait, and the ability to keep moving through the years with grace. They carry you to the mailbox, the grocery store, and the park bench where you watch the world go by. Isn't it time that got a little love in return? 5 minutes a day, less time than it takes to brew your morning coffee, can transform them from an afterthought into the solid foundation of a vibrant, active life. So tonight, sit down, soak your feet, and give them the care they've earned. You might just find they repay you tenfold. 3. Care for your armpits. Detox your day away. Let's talk about a part of your body that doesn't get nearly enough attention. Your armpits. Yes, those humble hollows under your arms are more than just a spot to swipe deodorant. They're a bustling hub of activity in your body's detoxification network. Nestled within them are clusters of lymph nodes, tiny but mighty powerhouses that act like your personal cleanup crew day in and day out. They filter out toxins, waste, and other unwanted invaders, quietly supporting your immune system and keeping you in fighting shape. But here's the catch: they're not invincible. Sweat, dead skin cells, leftover deodorant, residue, and even the occasional shaving. Nick can pile up, clogging this delicate system. Over time, this buildup can lead to irritation, stubborn rashes, or even subtle swelling. Little warning signs that your body's detox squad is overworked. As we age, these issues can creep up more often, silently chipping away at your vitality. Dr. Helen Carter, a renowned expert in lymphatic health with over 2 decades of research under her belt, puts it plainly. Your armpits are a gateway to your lymphatic system, and neglecting them can weaken your body's natural defenses. It's not just about odor, it's about resilience. She points out that poor armpit hygiene doesn't just cause discomfort. It can overburden your lymph nodes, leaving you feeling sluggish and out of sorts without even realizing why. Think about it. When was the last time you gave your underarms a moment of real care beyond a quick scrub or a hasty roll on the good news? You don't need a complicated routine or expensive products to turn things around. Just a little mindfulness and a few minutes in your day. Here's how to do it right. Step into the shower and grab a soft, clean cloth. Nothing abrasive, just something gentle like a cotton washcloth. Pair it with a mild, unscented soap. Harsh chemicals can irritate this sensitive zone. Now, imagine you're polishing a delicate treasure. Use light circular motions to cleanse the area, coaxing away sweat grime and dead skin. Don't scrub hard. The goal is to nurture, not punish. Let the warm water cascade over your underarms, rinsing away every trace of soap. Then step out and pat them dry with a towel gently, like you're handling something precious. Here's a pro tip. Give your armpits a moment to breathe. Before reaching for the deodorant, let them air out unburdened for a minute or two. This simple pause can make all the difference. Take it from Olivia, a 65-year-old retiree from Oregon who spent years wrestling with underarm woes. I tried everything, fancy antiperspirant powders, even prescription creams. She recalls her voice tinged with frustration, but the irritation wouldn't quit. My armpits were red, itchy, and sore, especially after shaving. I thought it was just part of getting older. Then a friend tipped her off to this gentle cleansing ritual. Skeptical, but desperate, Olivia gave it a shot. Within a week, the rashes faded. After a month, her skin was smoother than it had been in decades. It's not just the irritation being gone, she says, her eyes lighting up. I feel lighter, cleaner, like my whole body's thanking me now. It's her daily ritual, a small act of self-care that's become as essential as her morning coffee, and the benefits go beyond clear skin. By keeping your armpits free of buildup, you're giving your lymph nodes a fighting chance to do their job, filtering out the bad stuff and bolstering your immunity. It's like clearing the clutter from a busy workspace. Everything runs smoother. You might notice less puffiness under your arms, a little more pep in your step, or even a subtle lift in your mood. Science backs this up too. Studies show that supporting lymphatic flow can ease the body's workload, leaving you feeling refreshed and renewed. So why not give it a try? It's just a few mindful minutes each day. Less time than it takes to scroll through your phone or brew a pot of tea. Picture it, the warm water, the soft cloth, the quiet satisfaction of knowing you're doing something good for yourself. Your armpits might not thank you out loud, but your body will feel the difference. Isn't that worth a little extra care? If you're still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 4. Clear your nose, breathe. Life and breathing is the quiet rhythm of life. Automatic, unnoticed, yet essential. But how often do you stop to consider how well you're doing it? Your nose? That humble gatekeeper filters an astonishing 10,000 quarts of air every single day, sifting through dust, pollen, pollutants, and allergens to protect your lungs. It's a tireless worker, but without a little care, it can falter. Mucus builds up passages narrow, and suddenly you're left with a stuffy head, restless nights, or a throbbing sinus headache that won't quit. And as the years roll on, nasal dryness, thanks to aging or dry climates, only makes things worse, turning a simple breath into a labored effort. Take James, a 69-year-old retired construction worker from Ohio. Decades of inhaling sawdust and drywall grit had left him with what he thought was permanent congestion. I'd wake up every morning feeling like my head was stuffed with cotton. He said over-the-counter decongestants barely dented it, and he'd resigned himself to a life of shallow breathing until a friend suggested something simpler, a daily saline spray rinse. It wasn't glamorous, but it worked. First time in years. I could take a full breath without wheezing, he said, flashing a grin. I sleep like a baby now, and I don't snore like a freight train anymore. My wife's thrilled. The truth is, a clear nose isn't just about comfort. It's about vitality. Clogged airways rob you of oxygen, leaving you sluggish, foggy, or even irritable allergies. Colds or just aware of time can turn your nasal passages into a battleground, but you don't have to surrender. There's power in giving them a little attention, and it's easier than you might think. Here's how to start every morning. Splash some warm water around your nostrils, not too hot, just enough to loosen things up. It's a gentle wake-up call for your sinuses. If you're ready for a step further, grab a saline mist from the drugstore, non-medicated, just salt and water, and give each nostril a quick spritz. The saline moistens dry passages and flushes out irritants, like a soft rain washing dust off a window pane. James swears by it, keeping a bottle by his sink like a daily ritual. For a deeper clean, consider a neti pot, a small teapot-like device that's been used for centuries in Ayurvedic medicine. Bella, a 76-year-old grandmother from Vermont, discovered it a decade ago when seasonal allergies had her sneezing through spring. I thought I'd be stuck popping pills forever. She said, her voice bright with the relief of a convert. But the neti pot, it's my secret weapon. I pour that warm salt water through one nostril, it flows out the other, and boom, my head's clear. No more pollen fog. She mixes her solution distilled water, a pinch of non-iodized salt, a dash of baking soda, and uses it twice a week, calling it her allergy cure. Just be sure to follow instructions and never use tap water distilled or boiled only, and tilt your head so it flows smoothly. A few more tricks when you blow your nose. Go easy. Plug one nostril and exhale gently through the other, like you're coaxing out a whisper, not blasting a trumpet. Too much force can push gunk deeper or irritate the delicate tissues. And if dryness is your nemesis, say after a long flight or a winter spent with the heater, cranked dab a tiny bit of coconut oil inside each nostril with a clean fingertip. It's a natural moisturizer, soothing, cracked skin without clogging pores. Petroleum jelly works too, but coconut oil feels lighter and smells like a faint tropical escape. The payoff, better breathing, unlocks more than you'd expect. Oxygen flows freely. Feeding your brain and body sleep deepens. No more waking up, gasping, or tossing through the night days. Feel brighter and sharper because you're not fighting for every breath. Picture James snoozing peacefully after years of struggle, or Bella strolling through her garden without a tissue in sight. Doesn't that kind of peace sound worth it? Your nose may be small, but tending to it is a big step toward reclaiming the ease you deserve. So go ahead. Breathe life in one clear, glorious inhale at a time. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 510 to your belly button, a hidden health gym. Now let's turn our attention to a spot that's easy to overlook, but surprisingly significant. Your belly button. The small, unassuming dimple, whether it's an innie or an outie, might not cross your mind often yet. It's a hidden hotspot that can harbor more than you'd expect. As we age, our skin naturally thins and becomes less resilient, making this little nook an ideal trap for bacteria, sweat, dead skin cells, and even lint from your clothes left unchecked. It can transform from a forgotten crevice into a breeding ground for irritation, unpleasant odors, or in some cases, minor infections. It's one of those places where neglect doesn't announce itself loudly until it does take Helen, for instance, a 75-year-old retired nurse with decades of experience tending to others' health. She was caught off guard when her doctor pinpointed her belly button as the source of a persistent low-grade infection that had left her feeling itchy and uncomfortable. I spent my career telling people to wash their hands and check their feet, but my belly button, I never thought it mattered. She admitted with a sheepish smile. Her story isn't unique, dermatologists. Note that this overlooked area can quietly accumulate debris over time, especially in deeper or more folded navels, where moisture lingers and air circulation is scarce. The good news, keeping it clean is straightforward and takes almost no time at all. In the shower, grab a soft, damp washcloth and gently work it into the belly button, loosening any buildup with care. No harsh scrubbing needed, as the skin there can be sensitive afterward. Pat it thoroughly dry with a towel to prevent moisture from lingering. For those with deeper or more intricate navels, a cotton swab dipped in plain water or a mild soap solution, if it's particularly grimy, can reach the nooks and crannies. Avoid overdoing it with alcohol or strong antiseptics, though they can dry out the skin and cause more harm than good. Jane, a 78-year-old grandmother of 5, decided to give this a try after noticing a faint, musty smell she couldn't quite place. "I thought it was my laundry or maybe my old sweaters," she said, chuckling. After a week of this simple routine, 30 seconds a day, she was amazed at the difference. "My skin feels smoother, fresher, and no more mystery smells. I didn't realize how much it was bugging me until it stopped." She even started joking with her grandkids about her new beauty secret, turning a mundane task into a lighthearted triumph. This tiny habit isn't just about avoiding problems. It's about reclaiming a sense of comfort and confidence in your skin. A clean belly button won't win you any awards, but it's a quiet, mighty win for your well-being. Experts estimate that the average navel can host dozens of bacterial strains, most harmless, but a quick swipe keeps the balance in check. Plus, as skin ages and folds deepen, staying proactive here can prevent small annoyances from turning into bigger hassles. So next time you're in the shower, give that little dimple a moment of care. It's a small step with a surprisingly big payoff. Well, there you have it, friends. 5 simple daily habits that can unlock a healthier, longer life. From scraping your tongue to pampering your feet, tending your armpits, clearing your nose, and even giving a little love to your belly button. These small acts add up to something extraordinary. They're not just about hygiene. They're about reclaiming your energy, savoring every moment, and building a foundation for more golden years ahead. I've seen it in Linda's renewed zest for flavors, Thomas's steady strides, and Jane's quiet confidence. Now it's your turn, so tell me, what have you learned so far? I'd love to know one thing that stood out to you today, something you'll weave into your daily routine starting tomorrow. Please drop it in the comments below. This isn't just my journey, it's ours, and your story could inspire someone else. If you like this video, please leave your comment below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more tips to live your best life together Let's keep thriving one small habit at a time. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next one.